Without a doubt, the go-to lake vacation spot in Washington, but could you live in this remote town full-time? Today, we are talking about the pros and cons of living in Lake Chelan. Let's get started with the pros. The breathtaking scenery is the first and most obvious pro of Lake Chelan, boasting stunning views of the emerald blue lake and the surrounding Cascade Mountains. It makes it a haven for outdoor enthusiasts. From hiking and camping to water sports and skiing in the wintertime at the locally owned Echo Valley ski area, there is no shortage of natural beauty to explore. The second pro is the community. The area's population is right around 6,000 people, making it a tight-knit community. There are many families that have lived in the area for generations, blended in with newcomers looking to move away from the Seattle area. Like most small towns, everyone knows everyone, they look out for each other, and the gossip runs fast. The third pro is the area's vibe. It is very laid back. Wineries are a big part of the culture with over 40 wineries in the area. That's like one winery for every 150 people. The downtown is very charming, historic brick buildings filled with restaurants, boutiques, and of course the area is filled with boating enthusiasts. Whether it's farmers markets, festivals, community fundraisers, there's always something happening in Chelan. Our fourth pro is the outdoor activities and the proximity to the North Cascades National Park. If you are looking to really get away from the populated backcountry crowds that happen in Washington State, the North Cascades National Park is for you. You can take a 55-mile ferry ride up Lake Chelan to one of the most rugged and remote national parks in America. Seriously, there are 0 roads that get you there. Chelan is also easy access to a wide range of outdoor activities, including boating, fishing, swimming, skiing, snowboarding, hiking, and now surfing. You heard that right. Chelan now has the world's biggest man-made stationary wave in the world, which is attracting major competitions to the area. Whether you're an adrenaline junkie or someone who just enjoys a leisure stroll around the lake, Lake Chelan has something for everyone. Our fourth pro has a catch, and that's the thriving economy. This is a real love-hate with a lot of locals in the area. The town's popularity as a tourist destination brings in a steady stream of visitors, which contributes to the vibrant local economy. This can be real boom or bust depending on the season. The area is also building homes like crazy, so the trades are doing really well as well. The downside to all of this is most of the jobs in the market are fairly low paying, which makes the area kind of hard to live affordably. This is a real big concern for local business owners, and we'll talk more about cost of living in a minute. Our fifth pro is the great schools. Families will really appreciate the quality of education offered by Chelan School District, which is consistently ranking among some of the top in the state. With dedicated teachers, small class environment, and a supporting learning environment, students have access to excellent educational opportunities. Our sixth pro is the low crime rate. Chelan maintains a relatively low crime rate compared to the national average, making it a safe and secure spot for many. AreaVibes.com rates Chelan as a B on crime rate, which is 13% below the national average. Whether you're walking downtown at night or leaving your home for an extended period, residents feel safe. Our seventh pro for living in Lake Chelan is the tax structure. And if you've watched some of my other videos, you know I've talked a little bit about Washington State's taxes. Washington State does not have a state income tax, which means you don't pay taxes on anything that you bring in. This has been a big driving force to why so many people retiring has moved to Washington State. And Lake Chelan is one of the most beautiful, laid-back places you can be. There is, however, a state and local income tax that is charged on everything you purchase with the exception of groceries and housing. Unfortunately, wine doesn't count as groceries. I should mention that there is a REIT tax, or real estate transfer tax, in Washington State, and this will range between 1.1 and 3% depending on the sale price of your home. I want to hear from you in the comments. What pro did I miss about living in Chelan? All right, now it's time to talk about the not so great side of living in Lake Chelan. Our first con is the cost of living. As desirable as Chelan may be, the cost of living here can be relatively high compared to other areas in Washington state. Housing prices in particularly are very steep, making it challenging for residents and especially first-time home buyers to afford property in the area. The average home price in Lake Chelan is $900,000. All right, our next con is limited job opportunities. While tourism fuels the local economy, job opportunities outside of the service industry are limited. Residents seeking specialized career advancements or employment needs probably need to look remotely. Our next con was given to us in a survey, and I thought it was appropriate, so here we go. The seasonal drunken crowds. This is especially true during the summer months, as Lake Chelan is a big destination for weddings, bachelor parties, and celebration. Day drinking seems to be a real problem in the area, and you just gotta watch out for the party people. Our next con on the list is traffic congestion and crowded public spaces. In the summer, this is a big downside for residents who prefer to be away from the crowds and have a more laid-back lifestyle. There's really only one road that goes around the lake, and it is common to get stuck behind someone driving 10 underneath the speed limit, you know, rubbernecking and checking out the beauty. It's also impossible to find even a postage stamp of space at any of the public parks. If you live in Lake Chelan, you must have a boat to get away from the crowds. Our next con is location, and I'm talking about how remote it is. There is a Safeway, an Ace Hardware, a small hospital, and a Walmart, but anything outside of that, and you'll be driving 45 minutes to Wenatchee. If you need an international flight or specialized medical treatment, plan on driving 3 hours to Seattle or Spokane. But let's talk about the weather. Yeah, Chelan is known for 300 days of sunshine, triple-digit heat in the summer, but the winters are below freezing, very gray, and snowy. This leads to dangerous road conditions, plowing driveways, digging out your car, and a bit of depression. I should also mention how dry it is. It is really dry. Your skin will crack, your cuticles will peel. This is also going to heighten your allergies because the surrounding area is farmland harvesting wheats and grains, not to mention the abundance of sagebrush. You can count on a drippy nose. Our seventh con is fire season. Although smoke season seems to be affecting all of the West Coast these days, living in Eastern Washington, you will be exposed to a higher risk. This is something you should really consider when purchasing a home in the Lake Chelan area. If you're on a home with acreage or up in the hills, you're going to have a higher risk than if you live in town or closer to one of the fire departments. It's really important to talk to your insurance agent before putting an offer in on your home, as some homes are actually losing coverage completely due to the risk of fire. If you need an insurance agent in the area, we'd be happy to refer one for you. In conclusion, living in Chelan, Washington offers a plethora of benefits, from stunning natural scenery to the surrounding community. However, it is essential to weigh both the pros and the cons, such as high cost of living and seasonal crowds, to determine if this is the right place for you. Ultimately, Chelan's unique charm and opportunity makes it a compelling choice for those seeking for the close-knit community, breathtaking surroundings, and of course, wine. I'm Amanda Dallman, your Central Washington Realtor. Get a hold of us if you're moving to the area.